Bastigor, one of the top combat pals added in Feybreak. It took Shadowbeak's place as the highest base stat pal that is in a legend or raid pal. It's very strong. You can boost it with Foxicles, make it even stronger. This was the fight against Jetragon. Just one combo of 3 skills to kill Jetragon. Quite nice. It's a maxed one with maxed souls and Foxicles and everything. 5, 5, 5, 5 in attack. Felt pretty fitting. Not gonna use the Ivy Fruit on the last bit. For the build, you might want to use Siren of the Void if you're using 3 ice skills. If you're using fire skills, if you bring it against a fireboss, you might want to bring something else. The partner skill, just pure combat skill, it's pretty good. Very low cooldown, does a lot of damage. You can see here that you can kind of time it between strikes. So you would hit, dodge a little bit. It's pretty fast. This is without any movement speed stuff. It's just legend. So you might want to have legend on it just for this kind of combo, instead of something like vampiric. But otherwise you want vampiric for tower bosses. And maybe you would add some other like Siren or something if you're just using these skills. But as well, if you're bringing Bastigor to fight himself, you might as well use this build. And then you can see the DPS in the top left. The exclusive skill, Glacial Impact, is the highest ice skill DPS of the ones tested with this. The Blizzard Crash is the partner skill, just spamming the hammer is very high DPS. It's just maybe hard to do and you won't be doing player damage at the same time. While the other skills will be used while you're shooting rockets and stuff. But it's a fun partner skill. Airblade, so these DPS numbers are when it's super effective, like when it's tested against this dragon here, it's doing super effective damage. So if you're fighting a neutral pal, like Victor or something with this, Airblade is still better than just ice skills. Maybe it would be better if you had Siren of the Void, but you probably want to use Airblade against normal targets, and then double Blizzard Spike and Glacial Impact as the second and third skills. And you can see that he's also spamming these quick attacks between now. Something new added in Feybreak. Not sure how it will affect DPS numbers and builds. Makes Impatient a little bit worse. Here's Diamond Rain. It's a good skill. Can be used from... it's the one that can be used from skill fruits. So this test also shows that Diamond Rain is going to be pretty good against Xenolord as a skill fruit. Just give it to all of them, the Jignesses and stuff that you're breeding for it. Diamond Rain, double Blizzard Spike, and then probably Holy Burst for Xenolord raid teams, if you can breed it onto them. Otherwise I'm not sure what the third skill would be for that. Bastigor in itself, it's a little bit easier to breed than Frostallion. You don't have to mutate individually, since you can breed from Anubis. You can breed it as a base worker, because it has a high cooling skill, like Frostallion. And as a combat pal, it's also a bit easier to breed for. So it's pretty much competing with Frostallion as an ice pal. Frostallion has a better partner skill when mounted, like it will boost your attacks, you can shoot at the same time, it boosts its own attacks, it's very good. Bastigor has a little bit better exclusive skill compared to Crystal Wing. The Glacial Impact one seems very strong. So if you're fighting like this, like running around next to the pal and shooting, Bastigor is better. If you're mounted, Frostallion is probably better. Bastigor, as mentioned, easier to breed for than Frostallion. You can pass skills onto it, which you can't with Frostallion. So out of the two, it's just take your pick. Do you want to play like the mounted? Frostallion also kind of locks you into playing the Gobfin build. With this pal, it's better with Bastigor if you're using like just a mixed classic team, like bringing your 5 favorite pals to the fights. You can see as like a fighting pal, it does very good. This is the hard mode tower as well. So the hard mode towers are still level 55, except for Bjorn and Bastigor. They're level 60. So they're a little bit easier now, and pals are just way stronger with the new souls buffs and just new levels. So this isn't something you would have been able to do in Sakurajima. Now you can do a little bit more fun pal-oriented fights. This, I think, is like the first time I've really been, maybe with Celine, using mounted combat a lot. But this PAL just felt pretty good with it. I probably would keep Legend just to be able to do this. You get a little bit more move speed. But it feels like a fast PAL on its own. I haven't checked like the mount speeds for the new Feybreak PALs yet. Something I gotta do. But overall, it seems like a very fast PAL. You can dodge stuff like this. Okay, I couldn't there because the autosave kicked in. Little autosave lag. And then if you hit double Blizzard Spike correctly, you can hit it 4 times. Also pretty strong. All these skills do have very long cooldown though. The Diamond Rain, Glacial Impact, and double Blizzard Spike. But yeah, Bastigor, very good against these tower bosses. You could probably add Vampiric instead, Siren of the Void as mentioned. But this build is very all-round for using Airblade. That was the hard mode with no pod launcher or anything like that. Just PAL damage and mounted saddle damage. Pretty fun to do. It's a very fun PAL to use. It's like Grisbolt. I just enjoyed using Grisbolt. So I didn't breed an army for it, because while I think Bastigor is the best base PAL against Xenolord regular, it's not so good against Ultra. So I made these Jignesses for the Ultra army, and I just don't have space in the PAL box to make 15 Bastigors. So this is the fight with Bastigor as a party PAL, and then the Jignes army. So the Jignesses all have this Diamond Rain skill, and then I made them have Absolute Frost over double Blizzard Spike. I was hoping it would deal with the ads. Doesn't seem like it deals with the ads very well, so if I ever rebreed these Jignesses, I will be doing the double Blizzard Spike, but for now Absolute Frost seems fine. I'm going to do a DPS test as soon as I have one PAL that is maxed of both Absolute Frost and Glacial Impact. Or not Glacial Impact, double Blizzard Spike. So here you see all the ads are spawning. They seem to spawn close to the boss, but I feel like all these Xeno Vaders just kind of focus you. All of a sudden you get 20 of them jumping at you at the same time. So just dealing with them with the rocket launcher seems to be the best option that the player deals with them. And these like triple jump boots and the dash boots seem very good against Xenolord's laser skill. Against the comet strikes like blast cannon, beam slicer. I would probably use these boots over the defense amulets and stuff, and the rings. Just using these boots seems to negate a lot of damage, you just don't get hit. I've been enjoying them a lot. You can struggle a little bit when you want to glide and you jump instead and get hit, but that's probably something you get used to. So second wave of ads. I feel like if Bastigor uses his skills during the ad phase here, he probably nukes them down pretty hard with the Blizzard Spike and Glacial Impact. So maybe I should resummon him here and place him next to me just to hit these ads. Would probably be a better idea. I did try to do Xenolord with only Bastigor. The DPS is just slightly too low. Maybe if I get a better weapon or something, not sure what I would do, but it's a little bit too low right now. You can solo the Lasamut, Rio and stuff, and Libro with him, but you can't do the other one. So I got a brief overview of the PAL coming up, but for now, thanks for watching.